Hello, first graders. Welcome to our next Making Meaning book. Today we are going to read A Day in the Life of a Garbage Collector. This book is written by Nate Laboutier, and in this book we're going to go through the day with Rick. Rick is a garbage collector, and we are going to see how his day looks as a garbage collector. So I'm going to read the back of the book, and I want you to think about I want you to predict. What things are we going to learn from this book about garbage collectors, about garbage trucks, and about what they do for our community? So the title says, Community Helpers at Work. Garbage collectors get up early in the morning to take away your garbage. You may never see them, but they are very important community helpers. Spend some time with Rick as he goes about his day. So before we even get started with the book, I want you to think about, you can say this out loud, you can take a minute to write it down. What is something you already know about garbage collectors and or garbage trucks? What's something you already know about them? You've seen them around, we know what they do. What are some things that you know about them? And I also want you to think, what are some things that you wonder about garbage collectors and garbage trucks? What's something that you think you want to learn from this book? Ready, go. Okay, if you need more time, you can pause the video right here. But we're going to start the book. So, A Day in the Life of a Garbage Collector. Here you can see there's the table of contents. It tells you each title and the page that each of this information will be on. This is called the table of contents. When do garbage collectors start their days? Garbage collectors wake up early in the morning. They start work when most people are still sleeping. Rick the garbage collector arrives at the office. He picks up his paperwork and swipes his time card to start the day. That is his time card. He swipes it on this machine here, and that machine tells a computer, oh, Rick the garbage collector came to work at, who can tell what time this is? Look at the shorthand is the hour, and then the longhand is the minutes. 4:30. Now we know that Rick starts his day in the morning. Do you think that Rick is starting his day at 4:30 when the sun's out and it's in the afternoon? Nope. Rick starts his day in the morning at 4:30 a.m. That is so early. Very, very early in the morning. So he swipes his time card and it tells the computer what time he gets to work. Here's a fun fact. There are about 100,000 garbage trucks in the United States. Wow, that's a lot of garbage trucks and a lot of garbage collectors picking up our garbage for us and cleaning up our communities. I want you to think about, what is something you just learned about a garbage collector? How does Rick the garbage collector start his day? Ready, go. If you need more time, you can pause it here. But now we're going to go on. Okay, so think about what you just learned about how Rick starts his day. Next, we're going to learn how important is safety to garbage collectors. Safety is very important to garbage collectors. Once a week, Rick goes to safety meetings. At the meetings, he learns how to keep himself and others safe on the job. We can see there's a helmet there. That probably keeps Rick safe. And let's see, what time is it in the morning that he starts these morning meetings? What time does that say? Look at the shorthand first. It's pointing at the 5, and the longhand is pointing at the 12 at 0 minutes. It is 5 o'clock when Rick starts his safety meetings. What time is our morning meeting in the morning? When we're at school, our morning meeting starts at 9 o'clock. When we're doing our distance learning program, our morning meeting is at 10 o'clock. Rick's morning meeting starts at 5 o'clock. That's an early morning meeting. I want you to think about why Rick has to do these safety meetings when he's a garbage collector. Why do you think that Rick needs to, how do you think that Rick needs to stay safe while he's out there collecting garbage? A hint here, he needs to wear a helmet. Why do you think Rick needs to wear a helmet as a garbage collector? Think out loud. That's right, he needs to keep his head safe. I would think that garbage that's maybe coming out of the garbage can sometimes can be really heavy. I've thrown away some really heavy things. What if that garbage, when it's being lifted up by the garbage truck, were to fall on Rick's head? He needs to be sure that he stays safe. And one of the ways he does that is wearing a helmet. Let's see other ways that he stays safe while he's working as a garbage collector. What do garbage collectors wear? Garbage collectors wear shirts, pants, gloves, and steel-toed boots. Gloves keep Rick's hands safe from sharp objects such as broken glass. Rick's boots keep him safe from falling garbage. Garbage collectors also wear hard hats, or that helmet that we saw. Hard hats when they dump garbage. You might be wondering to yourself, what is a steel-toed boot? Steel-toed boots are boots, they look like this, and they have inside, they're not soft like our shoes are. They have a piece of steel that's really, really, really hard metal that keeps the toes safe, so that if something really heavy falls onto Rick's shoe, then his toes stay safe and they don't get hurt. So he wears steel-toed boots, long pants, a hard hat, and gloves. What do garbage collectors drive? Garbage collectors drive trucks. The garbage truck has a large bin to hold trash. Rick checks the truck for problems each morning. This morning, he fills the tires with air. Wow, look at how big those tires are. Those are as big as him when he's crouched over. A fun fact, some garbage trucks have 2 sets of controls. Garbage collectors can drive from the right or left side of the truck. Have any of you seen that before? Where there's a steering wheel on both sides of the truck? That's pretty cool. Next time you see a garbage collector truck, look out for that. It's really cool to see that. So, what do garbage collectors do? Garbage collectors drive different routes every day. That means that they drive through different neighborhoods, through different, maybe they drive through different business areas. They drive a different route each day of the week. They stop at houses and buildings to pick up garbage. A lift on Rick's truck picks up garbage cans. It dumps the garbage into the truck. The garbage is crushed to make room for more. There's the lift on the garbage truck. It grabs the garbage can, lifts it up, and into the bin where all the garbage goes. And this is happening, you can see what time is that? Say it out loud. 7 o'clock. By 7 a.m., Rick the garbage collector is already out on his routes, collecting garbage. So, who helps garbage collectors? Mechanics help garbage collectors by taking care of the trucks. What's a mechanic? Say it out loud. A mechanic is somebody who fixes things, automobiles, like cars, trucks, or planes. They fix machines that need to be fixed. It could be more than just cars and planes. It can be they fix machines that need to be tuned up. Maybe something's out of place, they need to put it back. That's what a mechanic is. So mechanics fix trucks when they break down. Today, Jeremy checks a truck for problems. People can also help garbage collectors. They can help by putting garbage neatly into bags and cans. There's garbage nicely and tightly wrapped away in a garbage bag, and then it goes into the garbage bin. What do you think are some ways that you can help garbage collectors? We know that we can put our trash into a plastic bag so that trash isn't flying everywhere when garbage collectors are collecting the trash. Can you think of one other thing that you can do to help make the garbage collector's job, or Rick, where's Rick? Rick's job easier when he's collecting garbage and recycling? Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we can make sure that we really separate our trash and our recycling. So, because a lot of times I've seen garbage collectors, they have to sometimes separate the recycling and the trash. They have to take something out of trash that's recyclable. They have to take something out of the recycling that's actually trash. And that makes their jobs more difficult. So we can help garbage collectors by putting our garbage into bags like this so that it doesn't fly away. And we can also help garbage collectors by making sure that our recyclables are separated from our trash. So what happens when the garbage truck is full? When the truck is full, it is time to dump the garbage. Rick dumps his truck at a holding area. At some holding areas, the garbage is sorted. Some of the garbage is recycled. The rest of the garbage is taken to a landfill. Here's a landfill. At the landfill, the garbage will be covered with a layer of dirt. So at a landfill, they dig a deep, deep hole, and they put all the trash that can't be recycled, that means it can't be reused for something else, and they put it all in the hole, and then they cover it with a layer of dirt on top. That's a landfill. How do garbage collectors end their days? Garbage collectors have work to do after the garbage is dumped. Rick puts fuel in his truck for tomorrow. He fills out paperwork in the office. Rick swipes his time card and goes home to rest for another day. We can go back here and see a reminder picture of what is a time card. So at the beginning of the day, Rick swipes his time card and it tells him what time they came in. He came in, and then at the end of the day, he swipes his time card again to say, oh, this is what time I'm leaving. And now the computer knows Rick came in at 4:30 a.m. and Rick left at, what time is that? 2 p.m. Excellent. All right. This title says, Amazing but True. Garbage trucks can be painted any color. Some companies have rainbow-colored garbage trucks. I would love to see those in real life. I haven't seen one before. The most popular color for garbage trucks is white. And this here is called an equipment photo diagram. This is something that shows you, it gives you labels for each part of the garbage truck. Here we have a shovel. We have a garbage can. What's that there? I'll show really close so you can see it. That's the recycling bin. Gloves. Oh, his safety vest. Garbage collectors must wear brightly colored safety vests in the truck yard and en route. People can easily see these bright vests. That's another way that keeps garbage collectors safe, is when they're wearing really bright vests so that people can see them when they're driving around. Especially if they're going out really early in the morning. Sometimes it's so early that it's dark, and they are better seen with these safety vests on. We also have a hard hat, and then here we have do you remember what this thing is called here? That's lifting the garbage can into the garbage truck. That's the lift. The lift. Awesome. Well, I just learned a lot about garbage collectors and garbage trucks. So what we're going to do today for your writing, I want you to write about something that you still want to know about garbage collectors and or garbage trucks. What's something that we didn't talk about in this book that you still wonder? Let me think. For example, I wonder, do garbage collectors work every single day, or do they do every day? If they have to get up so early, do they work every single day, or do they work every other day? I want you to come up with your own thing that you wonder about garbage collectors and or garbage trucks. And I want you to write about it and draw a picture. Okay, thanks for reading with me. I'll see you for part 2 on Thursday.